And we have been listening to the president there in the Oval Office on a range of topics, but we will begin with his criticism of the Somali community in Minnesota. Samakab Hussein serves in the Minnesota House of Representatives and is Somali American, and he joins us now. Look, I just have to get your reaction because this is a follow-up from yesterday where the president left no nuance whatsoever and basically called the Somalis living in Minnesota, in his words, garbage. I just want to get your reaction to what he said yesterday and what he said just now.
I mean, it is. Thanks for having me here today, and it is very sad to see our president is targeting a minority, underserved community who's trying to figure out the life of America and who's a working class and working hard. There's a lot of chaos and confusion about what's happening in Minnesota right now, which is exactly what Donald Trump wants it. He wants the people to be fighting and overwhelmed against each others. But let me tell you the truth. Minnesota Somali community makes our state stronger. They are our friends and neighborhoods and our family. They are also, as it happened to be, a majority U.S. citizens who is part of the National Guard, is part of the lawyers, is part of doctors and first responders, police officers, and they protect and they love Minnesota and their country. It is very sad to see our president. Don't he have a better to do? I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in our country, in state targeting and a small community that's not doing that's doing everything they can. A lot of my community works 3 jobs and they work so hard and they try to be part of this society in America. And they are not less than American. They are an American. And those people are not going anywhere. I just want to clear this out. Our president, we are here to protect those people and we're here to represent them. And we
And
want to
Mr.
make sure that we tell him, our president.
And Mr. Hussein, I
Go
do want
ahead.
to get to that because the focus on your community has not just been rhetorical. Right now, we understand that the federal government is getting ready for an immigration crackdown on Minnesotans. I mean, how do you believe your state should prepare to really protect these undocumented residents? And what can you do in the face of these kinds of raids?
I mean, first of all, I just want to respond back to our president. He's not only calling Somali American. In few days ago, I seen one of the reporter he called a pig. So our citizen is allowing this to happen, and he's been bullying and attacking women and attacking underserved people and attacking every individuals. That is unacceptable, and that is not what leadership should do. He should be focusing how to make people's life better. He should be concentrating how the economy need to be grown. He should be focusing how the people healthy and wealthy in our state and in our country. Uh, if I responding back to your question, we're doing everything we can. We will do everything we can in our power to fight back against Donald Trump and racism and unlawful attack on our neighborhoods. We will protect and we will do whatever it takes to protect our community. And let me clear this out. Minnesota Somali community, 9999% are citizens. It's a few person that is uncitizens and they are applying and they going through the process.
Mr. Hussein, Mr. Hussein, I do have to ask you though, you know what has put your community in the center of the news agenda right now, and that is because of the fraud scandal going on in Minnesota itself. By CNN's reporting, 70 of the people charged, the vast majority are from your community in that corruption scandal in Minnesota. I mean, what do you say to the people of your state who, you know, do believe that this affects the reputation of your community going forward?
I mean, the people that are doing wrong, there's a courts and there's a law. We're going to hold them accountability for those people not doing. But majority of the community are working class. They are first responders. They are doctors. They 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 are part of the National Guard, and they're doing everything they can to protect, and they love their country. They love Minnesota, and few of those people that have done something wrong, the system, and we do have a court, and we do have a law that's going to hold accountability, and that's all we could do. I mean,
Okay.
we're not going to protect for those individuals, but we are protecting the people are doing everything they can, working class community and good citizens.
Mr. Hussein, I will leave it there for now. I really appreciate you jumping on. As I said, your community continues to be a focus for the president and beyond. Appreciate it.